Jimmy the Greek, Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. All right, folks, Jimmy the Greek here. We've got a 6-game NHL slate tonight, and the Neural Ice prediction engine is lighting up like a Christmas tree. We're talking statistical mismatches that the books haven't priced correctly. Before we get to the ice, quick update on last night's NBA card. We went heavy on the Timberwolves, Rockets, and Lakers. Results are still coming in, but we'll have the full report card tomorrow. Now let's talk hockey. The Greeks' top play, Washington Capitals minus 1.5 versus Vancouver Canucks. Confidence, 9.4 out of 10. This is the biggest mismatch on the board. Vancouver is 16-28-5, and they are statistically the worst team in the NHL right now. Dead last in expected goals percentage, dead last in penalty killing at 72%. Here's what happened to the Canucks. They traded their captain, Quinn Hughes, to Minnesota in December. That's their best defenseman, gone. Then Thatcher Demko goes back on IR with a lower body injury. Their backup, Kevin Lankinen, has a 3.65 goals against average and an .879 save percentage. That's AHL caliber goaltending in the NHL. Washington's 24-26, fighting for a wild card spot. Alex Ovechkin's got 20 goals and he's hunting history. Washington's offense ranks 10th in the league at 3.20 goals per game. Their power play against Vancouver's 32nd ranked penalty kill, that's free money. The neural network gives Washington a 72.4% win probability, the highest on the entire slate. This isn't a game. This is target practice. The Greeks called Capitals minus 1.5. Final score, Washington 5, Vancouver 2. Pick number 2, Colorado Avalanche minus 1.5 versus Anaheim Ducks. Confidence 9.1 out of 10. Colorado is 34-5-8. They're the best team in hockey right now, posting a league-leading 57% expected goals percentage at 5-on-5. They score 4.00 goals per game and allow only 2.30. Nathan McKinnon's got 38 goals and 47 assists. This team is a juggernaut. Anaheim comes in on a 4-game winning streak, but that's a statistical mirage. Here's why. Leo Carlson, their leading scorer with 44 points, is out 3 to 5 weeks with a thigh injury. Troy Terry, 29 assists, also on IR. The Ducks are missing their 2 best forwards. Anaheim ranks 31st in expected goals percentage. Colorado ranks first. At Ball Arena with the altitude advantage, Colorado overwhelms teams in the second and third periods. The Ducks have been getting lucky. High PDO, goalie stealing games. That luck runs out tonight against the league's highest volume shooting team. In 10,000 simulations, Colorado wins by 2 or more goals, 68.9% of the time. The Greeks call Avalanche minus 1.5. Final score, Colorado 5, Anaheim 2. Pick number 3, Detroit Red Wings money line versus Toronto Maple Leafs. Confidence 8.5 out of 10. Detroit's 30-16-4, and they're rolling. The reason, John Gibson, they got him from Anaheim in the offseason, and since December 2nd, he leads the NHL with 15 wins. He's posting a 2.12 goals against average and a .926 save percentage. Gibson is locked in. Toronto's 24-17-8, but their underlying numbers are a disaster. They rank 30th in the league in 5-on-5 expected goals percentage at 48.72%. You know why? They traded Mitch Marner to Vegas in the offseason. Marner was their transition engine, and without him, this offense is disconnected. Their power play has dropped to 13.6% efficiency. Joseph Woll's been decent in net for Toronto, but he's facing 3.33 goals against per game because the defense in front of him is porous. Detroit ranks 4th in net power play percentage. Toronto's penalty kill is vulnerable. The neural network gives Detroit a 61.2% win probability. The Leafs' home ice advantage is negated by their inability to control the puck. Detroit wins low-scoring games through Gibson, and that's exactly what this project's to be. The Greeks call, Red Wings money line. Final score, Detroit 3, Toronto 1. Pick number 4, Pittsburgh Penguins money line versus Calgary Flames. Confidence, 8.2 out of 10. Pittsburgh's 23-14-11, and they stabilized their goaltending in December by trading for Stuart Skinner from Edmonton. Sidney Crosby's still defying age at 26 goals and 55 points, driving a top 10 offense. Calgary's 21-23-5, and they just traded their top defenseman Rasmus Andersson to Vegas on January 18th. Andersson led the team in ice time at 24 minutes per game. He was their primary puck mover. Now he's gone. This is what we call a roster continuity impact event. Lower-tier defensemen are being forced into roles they can't handle. Calgary's in full liquidation mode. They've signaled the rebuild. Pittsburgh's fighting for a playoff spot. The neural network flags this as a motivation mismatch. One team's playing for something, the other team's playing out the string. The Greeks call Penguins money line. Final score, Pittsburgh 4, Calgary 2. Additional plays. Utah Mammoth money line versus Philadelphia Flyers. Confidence 7.8 out of 10. Utah's 4th in the NHL in expected goals percentage at 53.59%. They're a legitimate analytics darling priced like a mid-tier team. Philadelphia ranks 23rd in goals scored and has a 3.71% power play, historically inept. Utah controls pace and plays suffocating defense at the Delta Center. Take the Mammoth. New York Islanders money line versus Seattle Kraken. Confidence 7.5 out of 10. This project's as a low-scoring game. In low-scoring games, you trust the elite goaltender. Ilya Sorokin is that goaltender. Seattle's 21-18-9 with 9 overtime losses. They can't close out tight games. Islanders win 3-2-2. The Greeks' final word. The top 3 plays are the Capitals, the Avalanche, and the Red Wings. Vancouver and Anaheim are lottery teams with injury devastation. Washington and Colorado are playoff teams at full strength. That's where the value is. Allocate 60% of your units to those top 3. The Capitals' puck line is the single strongest play on the board. Vancouver's given up. They're tanking. Washington needs wins. This is Jimmy the Greek. Let's make Wednesday count.